Egypt have North African neighbors, Algeria, they have Cameroon, they have Congo Democratic Republic to contend with. So these are the draws made just a few minutes ago. You have to qualify from this group, get to the quarterfinals, and then go on and go on and go on up to the final day.
Well, for the men, we are looking at Aruna Kodri, Kazima Konjola, Shehu Ajitumobi.
Apart from being Aruna Kodri, they also do have team events as well.
Yeah, team events, but it depends on how well you compare to get the necessary result. But of course, our number one players this time around, our star player is Aruna Kodri. For the women, we have 3 of them, or 4 who think can take on the rest of the continent. There's the ageless Funke Ochonaike, who's leading that squad. There's Cecilia Otuakman. There's Ofyong Edem. There's Janet Effiong. These are players who have shown so much quality. They play. Ofyong Edem plays in France. Funke plays at table tennis professional table tennis in Germany. So they know what's at stake. They have a lot of experience. Where the table tennis in Nigeria has given them an opportunity to try themselves out. So I hope we will do well.
Our number one, rival. The biggest problem with Egypt. Yeah.
But we must. While we are putting our eyes on Egypt, we must be wary of the other teams who are behind us. Despite Congo Brazzaville, who has a Nigerian Suraj in their squad.
Okay, Dumnodi, just hold your thought a little bit. Lekon Okosan, one of Nigeria's foremost table tennis reporters, is waiting to join us. Lekon is hoping, of course, to be in Cairo. We'll be joining them in Cairo in a couple of days from now. But Lekon is here to give us an idea of what will be going down at the African Senior Championship that will be starting tomorrow in Egypt. Lekon, thank you so much for joining us on Sports Tonight. Just a couple of minutes ago, the draws were made. And I'm sure you have seen the draw. Lekon, Nigeria will be playing from Group 2. What can you tell us about the draw? How favorable is it for Nigeria? And what do you see for Team Nigeria at these championships?
I think if you want to talk about the draw, there's more assurance in the male team. The female team, we have more assurance as well. But from the group, we have chances of qualifying from Group 2. At least the top team in each group will face the second team in each group. That means if we qualify from this group, which we have Cameroon, Djibouti, and Congo Democratic, I think we have an easy win there.
And we will avoid.
I don't know how Kobe has arrived in Cairo. The other players from Europe, Ojo Onolapo from Italy, and Gideon Gibiolu from Portugal is going to join them, and Shehu Ajitumobi as well. I think if we qualify from this group, we might avoid Egypt in the quarterfinal because we might face the second. If we top Group 2, we might face the second team in Group 1. That means we might likely meet Egypt in the final, just like in the female too. In the female, we have 2 groups. If we top the group, we might meet the second team in Group 1 where we have Egypt. And it might be Nigeria-Egypt final because I want to tell you, this competition is Nigeria-Egypt. It's just about Nigeria-Egypt.
All right, so...
what Haruna has done in recent times has shown that some of the Egyptian players that talked to me over the weekend, some of them, Omar Osa, Ahmed Saleh, El Saleh Lachin, they were afraid of Haruna.
But look, let me ask you this one very quickly. You talked about the guys having a better chance of going through. You didn't sound as confident for the women. What are you seeing? The guys, because of Aruna Kodri, Ojo Onolapo, and these enterprising players, may be able to pull through. What about the women?
Tony, I want to tell you that the female team, in the last 5 years, we have the same player playing in the team. We have Funke Ochonaike, Edemofion, Cecilia Otuakman. These are the players that continue playing. And if you look at the Egyptian team, some of them have followed them from 2009. They started from KJ, and they are the senior team. They displaced the senior team, the former senior team that the likes of Funke Ochonaike and Bose Kapu play along. But I want to tell you that one of the players in the Egyptian team, a female player, his mother played along Funke Ochonaike in the 90s. And the girl is the #1 player in Africa now. That's the Nameshet.
Amazing story. Funke Oshinaike played alongside the mother of the world's of Africa's #1 women tennis player now.
Yeah, and the girl is #1 in Africa now.
So it's a case of beating your mother's playmate.
That's the way it is. But I want to tell you, our females are in top shape. Thank God, the MFM has returned to Portugal, playing well. Funke is playing well in Germany. I think we should not give up. But I know our female player, like Cecilia Otuakpan, she's going to join them, and she's also in good form. We hope to have a good tournament. But
Lekon, before I allow you to go, I'm sure you are going to be in Egypt in a few days, and hopefully we'll be talking to you from Egypt, maybe after today. Yeah. The preparation of Team Nigeria is a reason to worry. Just a few days ago, we were not even sure we'll be going because of funding. But thankfully, the National Sports Commission have made funds available, and Nigeria will be there. We are going as individuals. What about as a team? Because there are team events as well, mixed doubles and all of that. Are you confident of our team performance, not individual this time, our team performance, Lekon?
I think, Tourney, I want to tell you that one of the things that work for Nigeria in any competition is that in Nigeria will always be in Nigeria. You know, that fighting spirit, regardless of what we are coming from. Aruna Kodri 10 years, he went to Europe. And, you know, when you see Aruna playing, you see that passion. You know, that passion, that's what gives Nigeria an edge in any competition. You know, we have passion and we have the strength. I want to tell you that with what Aruna has done, I think the NSC should look at table tennis. Table tennis will give us 7 medals at the All-African Games. Football will give us one medal. We should be looking at this. You know, that's what we should be looking at. They should invest in table tennis. We have All-African Games coming up. We should invest in this player needs to play competition. They need to play pro tour. But they don't have anything to do. They need to support. Somebody needs to support them. And I'm calling on corporate sponsors, corporate organizations, corporate Nigeria. Let them come forward and sponsor some of these players. They can, you know, you can't imagine a company in Germany sponsoring a player. What about our company here? They need to have a face of Nigeria. That's just my concern.
Okay, Lekon, thank you so much for speaking to us on Sports Tonight. We wish you a very safe journey to Egypt, and we are charging you that when you get to Egypt, don't come back empty-handed. Come back with a ticket to the World Championship in China in April.
I'm hopeful, Tourney. I'm hopeful.
Okay, all right. So we've been speaking to one of Nigeria's foremost table tennis journalists, Lekon Okusan, and he's been giving us a lowdown on what he expects from Team Nigeria. Dumnodi, unfortunately, the camera didn't pick you while Lekon was talking. You were shaking your head from left to right when he was talking about the African #1 woman player. The mother played alongside Funke Oshinaike. The mother has retired, has produced a champion. Funke is still playing. But all credit to Funke as well. We can't just throw her away if the young ones cannot knock her off, like Aruna Kodri is doing to the likes of Segun Toriola and others.
Tourney, when Nico said that, what came to my mind was this should be a retirement speech for. But you have to give it to Funke Oshinaike. Nobody has come forward, even though we had the likes of Young Edem, Cecilia Otuakpan, Janet Efiom. She's trying to put their way.
They should knock her off. If they are good enough, she's going to retire.
I think just try to retire to be a coach, not
like Segun Toriola is
becoming a player coach at the same time. So, but it goes to show that table tennis in Nigeria has plunged over a long period of time. So we are trying to catch up. We are doing the catch up. When you say somebody's mother played with you, and you are now the daughter is now world #1, African #1, and it's now becoming your playmate. I think it shows that gap we've had because of the we're not able to sustain the success we achieved in the early 90s in table tennis.
And of course, it shows that we have to do a lot more to bring the younger ones up and begin to challenge the older ones, improve the quality of the game, and get young ones to come through. We'll go on a quick break now. When we return from this break, we'll spend time to give you a preview of the Globe Premier League Super 6 that will be starting in Abuja on Saturday. Tunde Koiki will also be joining us. We still have plenty more for you on Sports Tonight. Join us again. But this time, let's take it to Australia. Bring your highlights from tennis now, the first Grand Slam of the year, and then come back for more.